Today, from Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Allen now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you get to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another.
Singletary with his first carry of the game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's got this down to the 35.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Kevin Pierre-Louis came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Texans ready to take over here on offense, and it's Deshaun Watson at the controls in his 5th season now in the NFL.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 24 carries, 135 yards. Big game.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And he's brought down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Had some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Zeke going to get it on the option. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, it's Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Buffalo defense has stood there. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Malik Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. From the 39, Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On the option, here's Elliott. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st down, Watson. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's 3rd and goal now back at the 11. Now it's Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Allen again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. High throw, but the catch is made. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so
touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bills have retaken the lead. Allen will try to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. fakes it, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Watson's throw complete to Foster. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson off play action. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Touchdown. That's caught. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills offense back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, it's complete to Diggs. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On play action, Allen. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. On 1st down, here's Breida. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On play action, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, It usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Zeke going to get it on the option. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one, 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Laramie Tunsil, Pro Bowl tackle, called for the infraction. On the option, here's Elliott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 20th carry here for Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make it 2nd down. The give is to Elliott, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Going to give it to Love. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was all capped by Bryce Love's touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now down 21-14. A little over 40 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen. That's taken in by Knox. And he's got a 1st down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Texans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move